It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Stanford Cardinal and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Red Raiders head coach before the game. They have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Guys?
Holly, we'll see how they adjust. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Changing the play. Thomas back to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, I love the offense coming out and trying to stay aggressive, but you're going to have to do a better job against this pass rush, keeping your quarterback upright. He got drilled as he was trying to throw that football, and that's why it fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They're all over it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got his man. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll go to the air.
On his ass.
Got him at the 27.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Thomas looking to fire. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Goes high to pull it in. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big 1st down on an explosive. But, David, 3rd down defense, it's one thing to allow a 1st down, but you've got to make tackles. You can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff.
I own him. He gonna break the sack record, cause.
And really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde opening drive for the defense in the game. They've given up some yards and they've given up some big plays, but they've also got 2 sacks now already. So a little bit of back and forth. I think you're looking for a little bit more consistency from this defense now as the game develops.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Right side, it's Hudson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Changing the routes with his receivers. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
Good pick.
But the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Oh!
Makes the grab. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball, and right now that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knocked me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking,
He going to have to drive down the field.
Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy. But the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their 1st. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Making the adjustment. Thomas back to pass. Touchdown!
I definitely thought he was going to try to run the sneak.
Getting set for the extra point.
You're going to have to drive down the field every time against us.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. At the 40, there he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Brown. makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Connection to the right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Stanford going back to work with another first down. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hand off for Brown. Taken down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford!
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing.
Number 91, set to kick off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give is to Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. He's going to lose 5.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. He's changing the play. Thomas looking to fire. Rushes on. And it's a sack. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He rifles one deep down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. Open spaces. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those.
He got caught up.
Goes down at the 11-yard line.
It was open, but he got caught up.
Play action. You're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
On the return. And there he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who can score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Here he comes with the return. Took a chance on that return, and it did not pay off as he's out of bounds at the 10. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps.
Good shit, because that would have been an interception.
They're close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Eli spinning it again.
Come on.
Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Searching for space. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. There he goes. The 20. Pass attack. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He got a step and just dusted the field. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Quickly out to the tight end. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Eli Holstein to throw. He's going to take a shot. And this one will be ruled in.
Wow.
Just stay in bounds.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Sends it back in motion. They just keep firing. Setting up the screen. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
You're not going to fool this guy on the running back screen. They're trying to invite him up the field, rushing the passer, but he saw it too soon. He was able to stop in his tracks, locate the running back, get outside, and make a tackle. That is a very heads-up play that time by the DN.
Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Thomas back to pass. That's caught. It's Marsh. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
They'll run for it. It's Joyner. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
And I don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me. I like my chances of getting that, running the play I feel comfortable with, getting the 1st down.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Running to the left. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll take it himself. He's got enough. Breaks into the open. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's 2nd and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll move the wide receiver. And the quarterback will be...
You had no intentions of throwing that.
43.
Hey, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows.
Take him out the game. You had no intentions of running that. I mean, of throwing that.
That's the fourth sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Thomas looking to fire. Look out! And down he goes.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
And the Red Raiders line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Looking for room. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more.
I wanted to throw it deep.
Might have been huge.
He took a
I just ain't had a time.
Couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Thomas back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Hudson. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Wants to throw one first. Dumps it to the back. Caught close to the marker. It's Joyner. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Red Raiders come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Fresh set of downs going up top. Taking a shot.
Wow.
Touchdown, Red Raiders. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
After starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
And he's not going to take the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start on the ground with Brown. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Now the Cardinals decide to spend their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On the run, it's Ford. He'll have enough for the first down. They'll maintain possession. We'll see if they're happy enough just to let the clock run out.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here's Holstein to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The defense putting points on the board.
You always hear the old saying, tips lead to picks. Quarterbacks have got to be careful. You've got to be so accurate with the ball. If you're not, and a defender tips that thing up into the air, bad things generally happen. Pick six. Doesn't get much worse than that.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at LSU in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Ole Miss Rebels.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
And it's LSU with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Got an alley. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature. They're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Holstein. Catch in the middle, it's Shaw. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. So going for it on 4th down is one thing. Quite another to say we're going to run it for a couple.
Yeah, that's impressive because that was a long 2 yards. And I think there are a lot of coaching staffs out there that would have probably tried to throw it or get their quarterback on the perimeter or give him a run-pass option. But not this offense. They believe in their guys up front to get down in a 3-point stance and drive off the ball, and it works out.
Holstein. This one's complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the way to start a drive. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the touchdown, Red Raider. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Second and long here. Eli Holstein to throw. Fires to the wideout. Comes down, it's Shaw. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
And they won't be able to connect downfield looking for a big-time play.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
Throws to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to 4. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'll start on the ground with Quentin Joyner. Crosses the 45. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Red Raiders just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The give is to Williams. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Thomas looking to fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. He spins that thing down the middle. Makes the grab at the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. He wants to throw it. Under pressure. Got rid of it just in time.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? And he's in! Touchdown!
tough to start a year. You got to go into a hostile environment and play a good team. They weren't able to get that win, but they've looked entirely different in this one. Playing at home, they've been feeding off of the energy of their crowd. They've executed better, and they're going to feel real good after this win.
Deep in the end zone, it's James. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Quick give, it's Ford.
Motherfucker cut sticking.
And he'll lose one on the play.
Everybody.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Just got rid of that one.
All right, for this offensive line now, you've got to gear up. You've got to really start to hone in, understand that if you don't start playing better and you don't start giving this quarterback time, trailing in the second half, needing to throw, you're not going to have a chance to win.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Here's Holstein to throw. Unloads in the nick of time.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Trying to make one miss. There he goes. Open it up. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The fake wants to throw. He turns it loose to the left. Touchdown, Red Raiders! He got it, beat down in bounds. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Holstein. Turns it upfield. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Holstein on the play fake. Out wide right, it's Ford. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
Fires to the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
That's a first down for the offense.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ford. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the air, it's Marshall. Here comes the heat. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Cardinal! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Snaps it in the shotgun. He's got it up at 25. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. Going to the run, it's Joyner. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's Quentin one more time. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. Oh, and he's able to get it back and saves himself a rear end chewing. And sometimes you just count your blessings, and the blessing for the offense was that the ball went out of bounds.
How devastating would that have been for this offense, Reese, if they had lost possession down here in the red zone like that?
Touchdown, Red Raiders! Gets it into the end zone.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead. And that's what we've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop it.
He'll bring it out. It's James. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. right back to the well. Defense all over him.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's off. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Fires to the middle. He's got him wide open. Oh, a lot of space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
Turning it on. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Handoff to the lone back. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Toss to the outside. Uh-oh, look out. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play. And that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
And it's right down the boulevard. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
Number 91, set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. Looking for room at the 25. Got a little grass to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.